With the Dallas Cowboys making headlines in Southern California, contract talks with Dak Prescott have taken center stage. But while Dak's future is being negotiated behind closed doors, it's the situation with CeeDee Lamb that's really shaking things up. Today, we're diving deep into the latest updates straight from Dak himself. Are we about to witness a market-resetting deal? And what does this mean for the Cowboys' future? Stay tuned. It's been just over 3 weeks since the Dallas Cowboys landed in Southern California, and while contract extension talks with Dak Prescott have been a priority, it's the situation surrounding CeeDee Lamb that has made bigger waves. As a result, Dak Prescott provided the media with an update on Thursday, sharing the latest on his negotiations for the first time since earlier this month. During this period, Prescott's representatives and the Cowboys' front office have engaged in deal discussions, although Prescott himself has mostly stayed out of the direct negotiations. "I have somebody that takes care of that," Prescott said. "I haven't put too much thought into if it gets done now. If it gets done in a couple weeks, during the season, whenever it happens. I just know conversations are going the right way." League projections suggest that Prescott is likely to reset the market for quarterbacks with an expected average annual salary of at least $60 million. As he heads into the final year of his contract in 2024, he'll have both a no-trade clause and a provision preventing the use of the franchise tag in 2025 and beyond. "Good conversations are going on, I will say that," he said. "Call it negotiations, conversations. A lot of good things are going there. A lot of confidence there. As I've said anytime I've talked about it, I have a lot of confidence in my representation and the Cowboys in getting something done." While he does stay out of the day-to-day talks around his negotiation, he did say that his representation will update him. "Depends on how good it is," he said with a smile. Prescott is entering his 9th season as the starting quarterback for the Cowboys as he sits on the verge of knocking down franchise history. With 4,724 yards and 46 touchdowns, he will reach Tony Romo's club records that once seemed insurmountable for the young 4th-round pick in 2016. Despite the confidence in getting a deal done, Prescott underscores that it's ultimately a business. Rewriting the record books with his name might take some time, but Prescott is focused on the present. "If it happens, he said. "To be honest, it's business. I'm really happy where I am right now, and that's where my focus is. I love being a Cowboy, 1,000%. I enjoy living in Dallas and everything that comes with it, but this is a business. The conversations are going well, but I'm grateful for where I am right now." The Dallas Cowboys are bringing in former New York Jets defensive end Carl Lawson, a source confirmed to ESPN on Thursday. This marks the Cowboys' second defensive line acquisition in the last 2 days, following their trade with the New York Giants for defensive tackle Jordan Phillips on Wednesday. Lawson had worked out for the Cowboys in Oxnard, California, after the team lost pass rusher Sam Williams to a torn ACL in one of the early training camp practices, but Dallas signed Al-Quadin Muhammad and Shaka Toney instead. Toney has since been waived, injured with a groin injury. The 29-year-old Lawson had been trumpeted as a major addition for the Jets in 2021, when he signed a 3-year, $45 million contract in free agency. But he fell short of expectations and wound up playing in only 23 games in 3 seasons. He missed the 2021 season after rupturing an Achilles tendon in a preseason practice with the Green Bay Packers. The injury required additional surgery a few months later, but Lawson made it back for 2022 and played the entire season, finishing with 7 sacks. The 2023 season was a disappointment for Lawson. After missing most of the preseason with a back injury, he lost his starting role to second-year defensive end Jermaine Johnson. Once he was fit to return, Lawson found himself out of the defensive line rotation, relegated to limited playing time, which led to frustration.